Sure. Oh, hell yeah. Yo, this looks a lot like the very beginning of the game. This looks like the hole we came down. So let's go ahead and climb up. For like the first time in the game, climbing up to get to a new area. It's impossible to move on. I have been here so many times, but I've never returned. The commander never spoke about what she saw out there. I'm sure whatever it was what what made her fall sick. Something about her changed when she returned. She was no longer our beloved leader, Falk. What waits beyond that threshold? It doesn't matter. Ich wart. Wish I spoke German. That is the first time I think we've heard Elster actually speak. She might have when she showed the photo to someone, but she has barely spoken at all beyond the gate. Emptiness. Also, who stabbed Adler? Issa, maybe? But we haven't really seen him since he pushed us down the elevator. Who are you? There's that island from the painting. Closer. That's a lot of Elsters. I'm kind of angst. $512. That's the ship. That's literally the ship I rode in on. I've been waiting. Alina. Kuwa. For you. Elster. Literally the Kuwa Diablo thing. For us. Ariane Young. Be not afraid. Remember our promise. Wake up. Wake up. Huh. I had a feeling going into that last cutscene that was going to be pretty much it. always a decent chance that I'm just not smart enough to piece things together. I was hoping for more answers. I don't need every single thing explained to me. Obviously, there's a lot that's meant to be very abstract about this game and very like mind-bendy and spooky and creepy. I was hoping for a little bit more of explaining what was happening. I will... Huh. Yeah, that's really it. That's... Huh. Okay. So, like, yeah, I'll talk through a little bit of... First off, before I get into complaints... And it's mostly going to be about the ending, and you already know where the complaint is going, but I do want to talk things out. Looks like that game was made by pretty much 2 people, which, holy shit, this game is really good, and it is an incredible testament to their skill and how much work had to have gone into this game that it turned out this good. Wow. This game is, no matter what I say next, this game is fantastic. It is excellent. It is one of my favorite horror games of all time. I don't think it's going to make my top 10. It was in the running for my top 10, and I think the thing that's holding it back is, I really don't know what was going on with that ending. And that's someone who has really been trying to pay attention to every single piece of lore they were giving me. I don't know. There's certain things, like, I'm okay not super getting an answer about the classroom scene where I saw that person getting beaten up. I'm okay with not getting a full answer on why did we crash land, or what was in the book of the Golden Emperor right at the beginning. I don't need answers to all of that, but I'll try to piece together like what actually happened in the ending. There's the gate, and I opened up the gate. Adler was there. He'd been wounded, and he said when the commander went back there and then she came back, that's basically, essentially, that's what started everything. Is the commander went through, came back, went through the annihilation veil, came back, was not the same, and basically spread her replica disease to pretty much everyone. Elster said it doesn't matter, which was great. I love that. That's like her only line. That is fantastic. I love that she's seeing all of this, and it boils back to that first line of chapter 1. I've come all this way. I can't turn back now. Like, that's the first and last thing we hear out of Elster's mouth/mind are everything you need to know about her character. And that's fantastic. Then she went through and she was wondering, and she saw a bunch of Elsters, and they were all dead. And then she was told, I've been waiting for you, waiting for us. Implication that Alina and Ariane are the same person? And they seem to be compounded into Elster as well. We got the Diavolo shot, implying that all of these are essentially the same person, and there's maybe multiple iterations that keep going down into this deep dark dungeon to try and accomplish what needs to happen. But what needs to happen is apparently her opening the vault. And I guess my main thing is I don't understand why she couldn't. I don't understand why her arm broke and then she died. Is the implication just we are another iteration out of so many, and we don't get to figure out what's in it because we are also destined to fail? And if that's the case, is the implication that eventually one of them is going to be able to make it? And I don't know, it's a little bit of the J.J. Abrams mystery box of they decided to never open the box, of quite literally, we don't know what's on the other side of that door. It certainly harkens back to the opening where we crash landed on a frozen planet. Yeah, it has to harken back to that, but I don't know how that ties into anything, you know? I just... There's certain games, it's a lot like, I'm going to compare it to Inside, in that Inside is also a game that has a lot of like world building without telling you pretty much any answers directly. But if you play through Inside and you get the main ending, it still feels like a fairly complete story. It's unsatisfying in terms of where the main character ends up, but even then, it actually depends on your reading, where the gut feeling is you win. Then you remember the model in the, sorry, spoilers for Inside, but I'm going to be kind of vague, but you remember that model that you see of the landscape of that final shot, you realize, wait, maybe this is still not the freedom I think it is. But you see the credits and you're like, okay, that's the complete story. And then there's also a secret ending that explains things. Well, even then, I had to you see the secret ending, and then you have to look up exactly what it means, unless you really ponder it. And with Signalis, it seems like the main ending is one where you see it, and you just kind of have to sit and piece everything together. And I'm sure if I look it up online, there's already people out there who have a pretty good idea of exactly what just went down, but I am not smart enough. And I don't know, I just feel like I think that even if you can understand most of everything, that's obviously there's going to be certain mystery elements of we don't know exactly why going through the gate causes you to go insane, or like there's certain aspects that very clearly are meant to be unanswered. But the parts that I feel like are meant to be answered and you're just supposed to figure it out for yourself, I feel like I just could have used a little bit more of just hold my hand a little bit. Can we like talking to the writers? Can we link pinkies? You don't have to hold my hand through the whole thing, but can we link pinkies just a little bit? Can you leave me on just a little bit? Because I was paying attention. You heard me throwing a lot of theories out there, and watching that ending, some things seem to imply that they line up with my theories, but not enough for me to be like, oh, that's what's happening. Like, there's no eureka moment of that ending. And it's also just kind of depressing, which that's sci-fi horror. It tends to be depressing. I'm not upset about that. I mean, I am upset, but I'm not saying that makes it a bad game. I don't know. I guess I was just really, really hoping that Elster would actually do what she was trying to do. I don't know. I guess, yeah. I am experiencing both the logical brain frustration of I didn't get the answers I wanted, and then the emotional brain frustration of I'm sad that it was a sad ending. That makes me sad. But yeah, I guess the implication is, remember your promise, wake up. That was the other thing, is like they never directly confirm that the replicas are specifically experiencing their Gestalt memories. It's very strongly hinted. Like, you should be able to figure that out if you're reading all the notes, but like it's never actually directly brought up. And I guess that's the other thing of like, if Alina, I don't know what the difference between Alina and Iris was, and if they're all supposed to be the same person, one of them is the Gestalt, but it doesn't make sense if multiple of them are the Gestalt. So, and yeah, I guess I just don't understand what the remember our promise, wake up thing is supposed to be. Unless the implication is wake up is Elster fades away from this world and wakes up in a different one, but that's not made clear at all. We just see the eyes fade out, implying that she just died. And she didn't open the door, so it really seems like she didn't succeed in what she set out to do. So, what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to do something I've almost never done during a Let's Play, is I'm going to play through the prologue again. And see if that clears anything up. Because I'm just kind of wake up. Yeah, it's the first thing. That's what I wasn't sure, but I was pretty sure the first thing we are told is to wake up. But, like, yeah, that's the, like... You know what I think would be enough? If I actually found out what the promise was. Remember our promise, is what we're told. And if I was told exactly what the promise was... If the promise is just to wake up, then I guess that's one thing. But... This game feels like it has replay value. But I am not going to replay through the whole game right now. I probably will in my own time, but I'm not going to do it right now. So, as far as the end of the Let's Play goes, all I can go off of is what I've got from this first playthrough, and it's that I wish I understood more about what was happening. What the fuck? Did we even... Operation Penrose, Pride of the Houston Nation, Space Vessel Type Penrose, People's Navy. We didn't even get to this room. I could have sworn I checked for that door, but it didn't open. The stern observation window. Nothing to see but stars. Stars? Why would there be stars on the Okay, I didn't miss all that much, but I could have sworn I checked to see if this door was open. And I couldn't tell if this was a new area in this room. I had to keep going to see. Cargo hold unpressurized. Do not enter during flight. During flight? Wait, what? Wait. What? Okay. I thought I was going in a loop for a second. I got chills. I was like, what's going on? Sealed envelope among the documents. It says classified replication for Gestalt officers open. It's unopened. I'm not allowed to open this envelope. It probably contains some classified information about me. What? Oh my god. I did not miss this. I didn't miss this. This is new. Replica known issues Penrose program. This should be just read for reading. Elster. Elster units were chosen for their Penrose program for their adaptability and reliability under long-term isolation conditions. Stoic and Reserve Elster units have a relatively stable neural pattern. It's best for you to leave it alone and interact with the Elster unit as little as possible. Elster's neural pattern was a soldier of Venetan origin, so their needs are basic. Avoid talking to the Elster unit about the war. Penrose vessels are fitted with a specialized calibration pod which may help with persona stabilization. To avoid resurfacing of Gestalt memories, do not show or give the Elster unit photographs, especially of soldiers during the war. Do not show the Elster unit movies or let it listen to music. Do not try to befriend the Elster unit. This is new. All of this is new. No, but I remember this. A. Young. Who? Ariane. It was Ariane. It wasn't Iris. I was wrong about that. I couldn't have missed that, right? There's no way I missed that. Chronometer adjustment. Technical service record. Scout Officer Young, Ariane. Officer's note. I've adjusted the ship's internal clock to run slightly slower. By my calculations, each cycle should be exactly 6.13% longer, simulating what I believe is the length of a day in Veneta. I wonder if Elster will notice the difference. Judging from her accent, I'm sure that she's Venetan. She pronounces shit just like Issa and Eri used to. It's very cute. Hearing her speak makes me dream of the ocean. I wonder if I'll ever get to visit something like it. Maybe on a distant world. Issa and Eri used to? I couldn't have missed this, right? This has to be new. Also, there just feels like there's way more doors that are open than before. What the fuck is this? I almost just stopped playing. I was so close to just being like, well, that's the end, but oh my god. Penrose Emergency Procedures Appendix H. Based on data from previous long-range survey missions, salvaging the replica technician for sustenance is not recommended, even in extreme circumstances. Replica biocomponents can cause various health problems when ingested. It may look and taste like ordinary flesh. Why would I know that it tastes like ordinary flesh? That's terrifying. But bioengineered tissue may cause more harm than good when eaten in an emergency situation. Oxygen may look like blood, but is indigestible to Gestalts. It should also be considered that Pioneer replicas statistically have an 860% greater survivability than Gestalt Pioneer officers. For the sake of a successful mission, keeping the replica operational rather than prolonging your own suffering may be preferable. Oh my god. I can't believe I almost just was like, that's the end of the LP. This was such a good call. Penrose briefing phase 2. Start of... Oh my god! Am I playing as a new Elster now? And that's why I am now, like, looking in different parts of this ship? No, it says the window, there's stars outside. This isn't even the same prologue. This is just a different story. By our calculations, 1,500 cycles of mission time will have passed when you receive this message. Congratulations, comrade. By now you should have become fully acclimatized to your new life on board your ship. As you approach the Oort cloud, your search for new worlds will begin. Utilizing the long-range sensors, you will scout for valuable resources, habitable worlds, or signs of alien life. Remember to rely on a replica to assist you in maintaining your vessel. We all wish you great success in your mission. End of decrypted transmission. Why would it be encrypted? Why would you need that? I'm getting chills. The reactor's coolant injecting system, no leaks detected. Scheduled maintenance checklist. Inspect LST replica calibration storage unit. Maintenance. Inspect mainframe access. Inspect coolant injection pipes, and then I have to inspect flight controls, emergency cryogenic, hybridogenic, and then report to the officer. I've got an officer I'm supposed to be reporting to? I should finish my maintenance check before I go see our... Oh my god! Is this before the prologue? This is the pre-prologue, maybe? The emergency cryogenic hibernation unit. In case of a medical emergency that cannot be treated on board, Gestalt crew members can be put in hibernation here. All systems nominal. I hope we never need to use this. Check all systems nominal. This is chilling. Because this is the ship, right? It was the Penrose 512 is the one that our Elster... Oh my god, I almost feel bad for monologuing about how the ending didn't give enough answers, knowing that there is this extra content here. Part of me wishes there was a little bit more indication telling me that there was extra content, because I definitely could have missed this. And this is a small enough game. Luckily, it seems to be making a decent amount of waves online, which is good, because it's a very good game. And you should play it, even though you're watching the entire Let's Play. Like, it's a small enough game that I would be worried not enough players would see online, hey, you should play the game again after you finish with the credits. I'm worried that enough people... Like, I love this game enough that I was going to replay it on my own time, at which point I would have seen all this stuff. But I'm worried there are enough people out there who would have seen the ending, thought about the same thing I did, and gone, well, that was a pretty good game with an okay ending, and then just never picked it back up, when there's already so much interesting stuff. Is this going to be... We only got Alina's Diary 3 and 4. Ariane's notes. Sorry, Alina and Ariane are different. That was dumb of me. Running out of ochre paint. Elster laughed when I told her. Now I have to mix it myself. So annoying. I still haven't read a whole bunch of those manuals. I feel like they gave me enough to read for the rest of my life. Most of them are boring technical manuals anyway. They could have given us more films to watch instead. Half of them are war films, which Elster doesn't like, and the other half are kitschy propaganda dramas. Oh my god. Ariane just didn't read any of the safety protocols, and she's creating a deviant accidentally by being friends with her and showing her movies. She's just unbeknownst creating the most deviant robot you possibly could. Painting Ariane has been working on recently. A serene coastline. Like, there's a tragedy to it, but it's also very sweet that she just completely unbeknownst to anything, not checking anything out at all, is just like, dun dun dun. Well, we could be friends. We can watch war films together. And the higher ups are like, don't do any of this. This is a list of things you definitely should not do. and if I am being turned into a deviant, if I'm being shown the war films and becoming friends and doing all the things that you're not supposed to do with an Elster, that fully explains why I am given the option to disobey commands and read the thing about me that I'm not supposed to read. It's locked, it requires a key. I think that's most things. I'm also getting lost, though. There's just so much here. Did I go up here? Yeah, this was the hibernation chamber. Is this my checklist? Yeah. I need to inspect flight controls on the flight deck. Is that where Ariane is? No. Shouldn't be that hard. It was the only door that was open the first time I played through the prologue. And yet I cannot find it. This is fascinating. This is fascinating. I love, like, it took me an embarrassing amount of time to realize it. Like, I saw, hey, there's stars outside, and I was like, oh, that's weird. Maybe Elster just doesn't understand that they've been buried in snow. Like, I really should have realized earlier. I don't actually know how to get to the flight deck, though. It's not on the bottom floor. Can confirm that much. Down here? My mouse done yet. It's locked. Requires key. There we go. Yeah, we're in space right now. Look at that. Space. 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 I want to go to space. Landing and docking assist monitor. The port controls panel. Everything is in order. The ship's control panel. All systems nominal. Starboard controls panel. All systems green. Cool, that should do it. Let's go talk to Ariane. Elster, you're up. I missed you. I missed you too. Ah, it's our 3000 cycle anniversary. We'll be getting the updated mission parameters later, so I thought it'd be nice to celebrate. Wait, let me put on some music. promise? Oh my god! You madmen! You can't put more game in your game? Smear diary page. Cycle, tell whether awake or asleep anymore. Vision is blurry and my fingers hurt. My back hurt, my teeth hurt, my eyes hurt. Everything hurts all the time. I can't go on. Please make it stop. I swear to God, if this game pulls off another missing, and I will explain in more detail what I mean by that in a minute. Lost another tooth. There was so much blood, my hands were shaking. Oh, don't do this to me. I made a promise. Holy shit! I'll do anything. Compartmentalizing trauma. Holy shit! There's a huge mass of flesh in the cryopod. Yeah, sure is. Diagnostic systems for the cryogenic capsule. Not looking good. I don't have any inventory right now. Or weapon. But I guess I'll drop down. I can't stop now. Keep going. It's actually comforting that I don't have a weapon because it means the game is not expecting me to have the supplies for a boss fight. Unless it drops me right into a safe room with a storage box. Alright, I'm not making the same mistake I did last time. I'm following where it wants me to. Those who sing the same song have heard it in their dreams. A dark tone at the edge of hearing, a silent voice whispering to my heart. Come join us, together we will be eternal. There is no escape, we will be one. But I fear the dark sea that will swallow me. An understandable concern, given that thing you just said. Something old, far older than humanity, sleeps deep below the ground. Those of us who can hear its call in the night, an invitation. An ocean of memories, where I ends and we begin. Oh no! Oh no! Is our love also awakening super evil super beast? Are we awakening Cthulhu on accident by trying to save each other? Great holes secretly are digged where Earth's pores ought to suffice, and things have learnt to walk that ought to crawl. We've seen that text before. We should never have left the primordial soup. Only through death can I escape the call of the one who rules above all life. Yeah, we totally awakened Cthulhu. Like, the humans did it by exploring and fracking and everything, but Elster might have made it worse because that whole we've been waiting thing in the fake ending very much harkens back to that thing it just said. Kill me, 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 kill me. And a bunch of people who have been killed, it would seem. This is very spooky. However, it also just makes me think of the fact we've seen a skull in one of the puzzles, right? I think in the X-ray room. It makes me feel like they modeled a skull and they were like, You should probably use the skull a couple more times, right? Oh boy, yeah, let's go see Daisy Buchanan. Why don't we? Capital 3, Gestalt. Oh, there's a whole other chapter, huh? What are you going to say when I look in the mirror, huh, Elster? Something has changed. Not what I expected. Yeah, things look way worse, which again makes me wonder if I'm playing as a different Elster, or I don't know. Welcome to S23 Sierpinski. You've been selected or elected to be relocated by Eon to S23 Sierpinski. And at our prestigious vocational school, you will learn new skills to shape your future as a productive citizen of our wonderful nation. Concerned about your family, friends, former colleagues? So yeah, this is the same text we saw before, but it's even more worn out, which makes me think, am I just playing through as another Elster, but maybe this time I can win? But no, oh no, but it's still some sort of weird time loop, because we got the vision of her saying, remember our promise, wake up, and then we woke up again. Oh, I can't go this way? The door is blocked by a mass of flesh, there's no way through. Damn straight. And that one's just a normal kind of locked. Cameras are still working, which is spooky. No map data. No inventory. All my notes. Awesome. You know, remember what I was saying about final boss? Doesn't expect me to be able to defeat the final boss? Yeah. Yeah. Fuck me. I am glad that it did put the pistol back. Like, it doesn't get rid of all the stuff you have on you. This feels like final boss. I feel like I'm not going through the entire game again. Although it might be kind of a speed run, who knows. But I am too immensely curious to stop, but I do have to stop the recording in order to avoid... I thought I had avoided it, but turns out this isn't the final part of the story. There's more to it. So now I will stop and then restart the recording to avert my final session curse, which I believe I've explained in detail before. But Let's Plays always go bad if I try to do a bunch in the last session. But as long as I separate the recording, the curse is broken. So I shall do that now.